Uh, the other night, tale of two halves. First half, very poor. Second half was good. Uh, had some have a lot here that we can work from and work with. It was just how things worked out in both halves. It was just tale of two games, tale of two teams, is how it worked out. So everybody's probably asking about the quarterback, Colton and Eli and that type of stuff. And there's no question when Colton came in, did a tremendous job. I thought our offensive line did a real good job. I thought Trevor really ran hard, Trevor Allen, and defensively the second half. Once we got in sync and once we figured out what they're doing, it was we kind of took charge of the football game at that point. But it was just difficult to come back in that kind of environment, but we did, and so there's a whole upside to where we did as much as what they did. It's just they came up short. So, any questions?
What things in particular, Coach, did you not like about the first half, and how much of it was just Montana playing really well?
Montana came out with a lot of energy, and we didn't have the intensity on the field. I think it wasn't displayed on the field. So I think if you really understand what I think happened was, they came out and were firing very quickly and having a lot of quick passes, that type of stuff. And of course it was a whole blitz package. They probably came after us more than people have came after us in 18 years. And that's why I thought our offensive line did a tremendous job. So was our adjustment, because we hadn't seen what this staff was going to do or that was all new to Montana, particularly what they were doing defensively. Offensively, it was a matter of quickly deciphering what they were going to use and then how we were going to counter it. So after we figured out what their plan was for that particular game, then we could get into the defenses that fit us. And then we had to do it with a younger group. So I was pleased with the defense's adjustments. It just needed to be done more quickly. And then offense, they struggled a lot because of all that pressure coming. We just needed to connect on those passes. Those drop balls hurt to get in any kind of rhythm. And then with all the pressure they were taking on top of that, it was hard to get anything going with consistency, get a couple first downs, that type of stuff. Once we got into the second half and made the change with Colton, really just went into our tempo phase and put them on their heels. And then I think the run by Colton is what started opening up everything else, because the defenses started to change a little bit because how they had to defend us was differently. So I think that put maybe the emphasis, it gave them something they hadn't adjusted for, whereas they were game planned off our tape from last year. We were trying to adjust off a new staff this year. So all that being said, that's a first game situation, and that was the outcome.